Well, happy Thanksgiving, YouTube. Welcome to the Jim of All Trades channel. Glad you made it by. I'm Jim. I'm a crypto trader, forex trader, and I'm here to help you understand the market from an Elliott wave perspective. Just enjoying the day with my family, and we've got roast in the oven, a turkey roast, and got a cornbread and all that stuff. We're just enjoying family together and enjoying the things that God has provided for us. There's an awesome verse in Romans chapter 11 verse 36. It says all things are from him and through him and to him be glory forever and ever. So you guys remember the God who made you and gave you all that you have. Everything is from him, so enjoy him today. All right, let's jump into the market today. We're going to look at Bitcoin and Litecoin and Ethereum. Just take a peek at those and see what the markets are showing us. I want to show you a fractal in the market today as well. You can see it highlighted over here. I want to remind you too that whatever's said here isn't financial advice, never intended to be so. Just showing you my look in the market and where I think things are headed. But keep in mind, it may not go that way. Obviously, I'm just showing ideas and speculation from the technical analysis that I see. I'm never telling you how to spend your money. I'm always showing you how I spend mine. With that being said, let's jump in. We got BTC. We're on the 4-hour chart. And I want you to just pay attention to this little fractal right here. As we came down and then we made this final little hump here, we came up in three waves there. And this measured to the one-to-one extension. You can kind of see the same pattern forming right here. We've got just a three-way pattern there. It came to the one-to-one extension. We had some consolidation for a little while, and then we shot up, and then came on down. And then it was a kind of a slow. Well, not too slow, but slowish at least. But it came on down. It did not continue up, and I want to watch out for that just to make sure that that pattern isn't replaying itself, because it certainly could be. This could be come up and then just might meander on down again, retest the bottom before we actually get our final reversal. Who knows if that's the case or not? But this would be a three-way pattern right now. Right now, it's only measuring correctively. It's not measuring impulsively yet as a major structure. When I throw the fibs on there, we've not even made it to the one-to-one extension. We need to see some push. We need to see some impulse that's going through here to get up here to $8,200 before we can start saying, hey, this thing is reversing and we got an impulse off the bottom. Right now, this just looks like a three-wave structure to the upside, and this looks like we're finishing up the fifth wave of this particular structure before we head down. So I'm looking for a push up, most likely into the 7,700 range today before we head down, but that's not guaranteed. I want to talk to you about some other scenarios as well. So that's where I'm looking at it right now. Let's jump into the smaller time frames and see what we can see here. All right. What we've got here is we've got, it looks like a completed five waves. I was counting this as 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is the fifth wave. That's a possible count there, but we also might have 1, 2. All of this is 3. This is the fourth wave, and now we're making the fifth wave. So that's another possible count. So two counts. One says the count is finished and complete, and we should be coming on down. The other count says we've got one more push to the upside to go. Which one is it? Which one will prevail? I cannot say. I cannot say which. They both look really good. So let's just look at the evidence from the waves here and see what we've got. First off, if I throw the let's see, let me zoom in here to the 5-minute chart. There we go. I can see that one wave a lot better. So if we consider this to be 3 and this is 4, then let me show you the play and what the chart needs to do here. We've got a 5-wave structure, we've got a 3-wave pullback, and now we've got another 5-wave structure that comes to the 1618 when we measure that guy. So that's it's getting us to a third wave level. We've been kind of in this little sideways correction, could be some kind of a fourth wave, then going to get our fifth wave push. Now, the interesting thing about that fifth wave could be an extended wave. Okay, it may, if it's how do we say it? If it's proportional to this, then that could be it. This is all we get, and then we come on down from there. If it becomes extended, guys, then what we do is we take the extensions of that 1 to 3 right there, and we extend it off the bottom of 4, which I'm not sure if it's in, but let's just assume it's in. And then what that gets us here is up here to the $7,700 range. 7,770 is the target up there if we get an extended fifth wave off the top. So be aware of that. We could, if we go up, it's not definite that we're going to continue going up, we could just finish off this fifth wave. What that would give us is a three-wave move here. Let me zoom out a little bit more to the 1 hour, give you a larger fib pull off of that, and what would be our target there of the larger fibs. Already got them drawn right there. We got the 127 at 79.73. We've got the one-to-one extension here at 77.30. So a wick through the 77.30 might be all we get. If we get a fuller wave, then we could make it up to 79.23. But to me, the structure of this wave does not support it. It looks like we need to finish up, and it looks like we're going to be finishing up around the 77.30 Fibonacci region. That's my guess. Now, do we have to do that? No, we could actually come on down from here. And what would that be if we came on down? Well, we'd get probably some kind of a WXY down to the downside. We'd probably have that trend line right there that would be respected most likely. And my guess that this would be counted as a 1, 2, and then a 1 and a 2. And if it stops here and we get a reversal, that's going to be beautiful. That means we're going to get a huge moonshot wave. And so if this happens, guys, and we get a bounce off of this trend line here, you're going to want to make sure that you're in on that trade. It'll be a moonshot to the upside. It'll be a very, very nice move. What kind of move what kind of move would we be looking at then? At least up here to the 9K region, and it would be probably a very swift move. So understand that the market makers are keeping us in suspense, guys. So be careful here. I just want to talk to you about those scenarios. So listen, I'm thinking we could get one more push up here to the 7,700 region. I don't feel like, again, I'm not sure, but I don't feel like we're going to go much higher than that before we come on down. A couple of scenarios again. Just as, let's see, this scenario here, as we came up, we meandered down, we made a new low, and then we shot up from there. We could do the same thing here. We could just meander on down. We could hit that trend line again and make a new low around the $6,200 to $6,000 region in that ballpark before we get another high. So this doesn't have to be reversal. It is a relief rally. There's no doubt about it. And some of us got some relief from some bad entries in here. It'd be nice if it came up to structure up here, but right now we're fighting around this structure, and we don't have any evidence that we're going to shoot past it. The wave structure just doesn't seem to support it readily. So this, again, to me, the way it's looking, my thoughts, my opinion is that we're probably going to come on down, but we may get that push to the upside. So be aware of that. All right, let's take a peek at Litecoin, see if we see anything there that's going to help us with our thoughts about what might be happening. Let me zoom out to the higher time frame here. Get the fibs off there. There we go. Same kind of deal, except we got a little bit more of a truncated pattern here, which tells me that when this happens here, and I can't ever see the one wave, right? A lot of times when I pull the fibs on this move right here, we came to the 618. Guys, this might be a completed 5 waves here in Litecoin, and we may have one more little push to finish up at the 786, but then we come on down here again, and that's kind of supporting the hypothesis that I'm having here that we're going to come on down. At least for a 3-wave correction here in Litecoin before we get our larger move to the upside. So that is probably the way I'm thinking the smaller wave structures are going to play out, which that's supported by the move that Bitcoin is making right now. So whether we get a little bit of a push up before down, I'm not sure. Now let me just show you a trick of the trade here, guys, just so you understand. On the higher time frames, guys, when I don't see a one wave clear in here, but it kind of goes straight up, and then we get this kind of a move, that usually is either one of two things. That's a 1-2, or this is all like a 1-2-3, and this is the 4th wave, and then we're getting the 5th wave right here. And see how we got this straight up move, and we got this little push right there. It's not a very deep correction. This could be the 4th wave of the 5th wave, and so the way I would count that is something like you got a 1 right there, 2, 3, 4, and then we're making 5, and then we would do a similar count for this 5th wave. It's like an extended 5th. The 1-2 is in here somewhere, 3, 4, and this is 5th. That's kind of the shape it makes a lot. And so we probably will get one more move to the upside here, and then gonna. But I don't know that I would just be all in on that trade. I would definitely be waiting for this pullback before we go off to the races. All right, so that's the way I'm looking at the market here. Is there anything in Ethereum that might help us out with the same biases here? All the charts are the same, guys. We're heading up. If you'll notice the shape of the RSI, which I haven't mentioned yet, the RSI is shaped like a nice rising wedge here. Let's see if I can get this trend line on here. Boom. Boom, like that, or rising channel, however you want to look at that. This is on the 2-hour time frame. So chances are, if I draw the trend line like that, excluding that wick right there, we're going to be coming up here to this upside, then going to fall out of that wedge to the downside. So again, might have one more push to the upside before we fall down. We might get a push and then get some divergence here. Remember, the divergence is when the RSI fails to make a higher high while price does make a higher high. That means the strength of that move would be fizzling out, but the move goes up. But the strength pushing that move to the upside is falling and beginning to go to the bear side. So yeah, there's some divergence there as well. All right, guys, I've got too many good smells happening in the background. I'm going to go tend to those things. I hope you guys have a fantastic Thanksgiving. Go enjoy your day. Don't spend all day looking at charts like we tend to. And you have a great day. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.